In this video, I'm going to show you how to style joggers and a sweatshirt for literally any occasion. Welcome to the first episode of our styling series. So these are going to be a slightly more informal video where I might be talking through some new products or a particular color or just something you can really easily tap into and build into your wardrobe. So we've just launched our new superhero set of the season. It is the Blake jogger and the Mollie sweatshirt, which I'm wearing today in the espresso color. Completely in love with this color because it is just, it's perfect for me. I wear a lot of kind of rich chocolatey browns. My seasonal palette is autumn, which means those colors work really well for me and my wardrobe. But also it is such a trending color for this year. Something I love about this color is it works for so many people as well because it's not kind of a really golden warm brown. It's a really kind of deep, almost like brown black color. Such a good color. But I actually want to talk today about a bolder, brighter version of this set. I wanted to show this colorway because I'm in love with it. But I also wanted to show you how you can interpret exactly this kind of look with kind of way more color confidence, boldness, because I always feel like there's something about that relaxed feel of joggers, sweatshirt, where you can play a bit more with color, be a bit bolder if you want, but still have it work with pieces you have in your wardrobe in a really elevated, contemporary feeling way. So I'm just going to talk you through some outfits we put together with the amazing shocking pink version of this. This set comes in loads of amazing colors from neutrals to bright, so you can really kind of build it to go with what you want. But I think giving you the confidence to wear something like this bold, shocking pink would be absolutely awesome, and it works so well with so many different colors. So I've styled the outfits here for the winter palette. As I said, I'm in autumn. These are styled for winters. You can find your own palette and kind of work out which colors work for you by doing our color quiz, which I've linked down below. But let's just get on and style these to give you a bit of inspiration to get started with. So first up, the sweatshirt. The Mollie sweatshirt has been designed to be kind of quite relaxed fit, but not super oversized. I actually size up quite a bit in this to get a really oversized, relaxed fit. So I go up to a size 16, even though I sit kind of between a 10 and a 12. But obviously, if you want a neater but still boxy finish, you can go true to size. But it's a really neat kind of straight fit, slightly cropped, but not super short sweatshirt. Love pairing it with another flash of bold color for proper kind of full-on dopamine dressing. But the way I think that this really gets anchored is by pairing it with something quite elevated. So I picked a denim midi skirt here, which I think just kind of gives it a bit of a lift and really shows how something like super casual sweatshirt can work for a more dressy environment. You could kind of pair it with trainers for a more laid-back feel, or put it with like smarter ankle boots, something a bit dressier, ballet flats for a more kind of polished finish. Next up, I'm actually going to take this sweatshirt to work. I really love doing a bit of high-low dressing for work. So again, taking the same cashmere gauze stole in a different, more neutral color, but paired the whole look, that amazing, shocking pink sweatshirt, with our Izzy suit. And I love how that kind of deep, cool gray really anchors that bold, bright sweatshirt. And the tailoring of both the trousers and the blazer really kind of makes it feel polished, elevated, finished. But the sweatshirt stops it feeling too stiff, too formal. It's a real move on from kind of old school suiting. It makes it feel much more contemporary. I will wear this kind of thing to work, but also really happily wear it out for brunch with friends, you know, blazer over the shoulders, much more kind of laid back, relaxed vibe. Okay, next up, keeping it kind of quite elevated, but going a little bit more party this time. I'm going for a really awesome color clash. We've got the amazing Selena trousers, which are a beautiful kind of drapey, soft, flowing, almost like satin feeling matte viscose fabric in that amazing burgundy color, paired with, again, that shocking pink. Again, keeping that kind of high-low blend, I think, is a great way to get maximum use from a sweatshirt in your wardrobe. So you can really play with that laid-back sweatshirt feel, but make sure it feels really elevated and polished by the fabrics and the cuts of what you choose to pair it with. Also just added on a really simple lace cami there for kind of a layer underneath, so that if you need to lose the sweatshirt, you've got quite a dressy, finished feeling outfit underneath there. Okay, next up, keeping it really crisp and simple again. Is there anything more kind of basic but universally appealing than black trousers and a white tee? So I've gone for our Iona suit trousers there. They're really simple, kind of relaxed tailoring, linen blend trouser, and classic everyday cotton V white t-shirt. It's a really crisp, finished feeling outfit, but add on that shocking pink and suddenly it's styled, it's finished, it's a complete look. Really love the idea of doing this kind of over the shoulders like I'm doing now for that kind of, is it summer, is it autumn, transitional time of year. You could actually even do this with sandals in kind of warmer weather as we get into that kind of inevitable September heat wave, with the jumper over your shoulders, and then you're all set to layer up if the temperature drops a bit. But I love how that pop of shocking pink just kind of really gives this, kind of moves on from like classic timeless chic to something that feels really of the moment and just like an actual finished styled look rather than just a simple outfit. Okay, let's actually take that kind of sweatshirts, sweatpants set to where it's meant to be. Let's keep it relaxed, keep it casual, and let's begin to build in the joggers as well. I really love the Blake joggers. They are a gorgeous kind of relaxed but not too relaxed fit. So I'm wearing a size 12 here. I measure pretty much bang on a 12 on my bottom half. I'm a bit smaller on the top, kind of between a 10 and a 12. And they have this sort of relaxed but flowing finish. They've got a decent, generous length of legs, so they feel kind of super easy, super chill. But because they've got that slightly more tailored top half, they don't feel untidy. Little drawstring tie as well, so obviously you can adjust them to fit. So let's go full sweatshirt set. And I think if you're going full on, just pairing it again with a classic tee, something like a tailored, fitted, long or short sleeve V-neck is just the perfect way to finish that look. Again, you can do sweatshirt over the shoulders for slightly warmer weather, and also I think a bit more styling rather than wearing kind of vibe, but also go full on pairing, just do it with your favorite pair of trainers, and it's a really simple finished look for kind of errand running without feeling remotely boring. And actually, if you really want to go bold, I absolutely love layering it up with pink on pink, kind of go really full on bright. You can't beat a puffy jacket for adding an extra splash of color. And I love how this, obviously, as the weather turns a bit, you kind of got that coziness, kept it firmly in that kind of bold, strong winter palette look, and really amps up the fun and the dopamine dressing feel here with this sweatshirt. Okay, we're going to stick with the joggers for a bit and actually mix up the sweatshirt top that we're pairing it with. So this is the Robin sweatshirt. It's actually made in the same fabric as both the Blake joggers and the Mollie sweatshirt that we've been talking about. It's in that gorgeous 100% cotton, really kind of luxury weight jersey fabric, but a little bit more tailored. It's got a half zip finish. It's a slightly neater fit, got little side zips. Just if you want something that feels a bit more classic maybe than a sweatshirt, want something that feels a bit more polished, it's a really good alternative. And I love the tonal feel of, again, that purple with the pink. And you could throw in maybe something like a grey classic tee there, just to kind of feel it, keep it feeling a bit more anchored, a bit more classic, and maybe a bit more formal, where you're having that little bit of party on the bottom half with the Blake joggers. And then if you really want to go bold color on color, I love doing it with these blues. I just think this is like the perfect ice cream outfit. With the Chloe jacket, again, in that same cotton, really high quality, like weighty cotton. So this, although it looks like a finished biker, you can do it as, like, it feels really comfortable. It's like a cardigan. You can wear it as a cardi, even though you've got that biker look. So you could keep it classic with the stripy tee underneath. But I actually really love the idea as well of pairing it with something like a bold sapphire color and kind of really elevating it with something like the leopard scarf. So I feel like there's a bit of a 3 outfits in one there, but I love how those ice cream shades, you can either anchor them with something really classic like the navy blue stripe, or go kind of full on bold and again really tap into that dopamine dressing, having fun with color with kind of contrasting jewel shades. Okay, last up, and I'm actually going to show you this outfit 4 ways, because for me, this is like the quintessential, how do we make something like a jogger feel like an everyday trouser, feel like something you could actually wear out in public? If you're someone who strictly keeps their joggers for loungewear and all of that feels a bit alarming, this is your way in outfit. So I'm going to actually show you it for all 4 seasonal palettes, so that if you're not a winter, maybe the colors here don't quite work for you, you can begin to see how you might interpret this kind of jogger, this sort of adding in the jogger and the sweatshirt, creating a capsule wardrobe, how you might interpret it in colors that really do work for you. So we've just taken our absolute icon, the silky roll neck. It's a really butter soft, lightweight, fitted roll neck style, long sleeves, perfect for layering. Added our Dala denim jacket, which has been an absolute superhero this year. And again, doing that pink on pink ice cream, but using that classic denim to really anchor it, which I think works so well for making this feel like an accessible everyday outfit. But let's see what it looks like in the other color palettes. So for spring, we've gone more neutral with that light chocolate jogger, but added our splash of color in the silky, and keeping the denim really warm toned as well. So the spring palette is light and clear and airy, but it's also loads of fun. It's got really bright color splashes in. So we've added that brightness, but kept the rest of the look feeling really neutral, really elevated. If you love kind of golds and camels and creams, this is the combination for you. Going into autumn palette. So like spring, the autumn palette is warm toned. If you're wondering why I've skipped summer, that's why. The thing spring and autumn both have in common is that they're warm, golden toned palettes. But if you prefer a deeper, richer shade, you could opt for something like the amazing olive colored joggers, really anchoring it with the earthy tones of that kind of, it's almost like deeper than cream color in the silky roll neck. So again, if you like those deep, rich tones, if you tend towards khakis, olive, chocolate browns, this can be a really good version for you. And paired that with a classic vintage wash denim jacket, again, for that kind of slightly more earthy feel. And then last up, the summer palette. So like the winter palette, the summer palette is cool tone. So all the pink sets I showed you were for the winter palette, which is cool tone, but really clear and crisp and bright. The summer palette is also cool tone, but has much softer, smokier, more muted shades. And it is absolutely typified in the amazing smoky blue of the Blake joggers. And we've really kept that kind of tonal theme running through with the navy silky roll neck. This will be, I swear, the most used piece in your wardrobe if you go for it. I have this in the classic navy and I wear it all the time throughout winter, but kept things from feeling too heavy and too dark by putting it with that kind of stone colored denim jacket. So keeping the whole look cool toned, smoky and soft. Hopefully that really shows you how you can make this outfit work for all 4 seasonal palettes and how you can use something like those joggers and a sweatshirt as the basis of a capsule wardrobe that's going to work for you, whatever your palette. If you want to shop any of the looks I've shown you today, you can find all the links in the description below.